Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Alpha Logic Garage. Today we're going to be building a smoke machine that we can use to test the BMW's intake to make sure that it's nice and leak-free. And we're going to do that using a cheap Harbor Freight or Walmart soldering iron. We're not going to do it the same way that a lot of videos are out there doing it. We're going to actually take this apart and extract the nichrome wire that's inside of it and build a wicking system that will pull the mineral spirits or baby oil up into the wick and heat this up to as close as we can get to the melting point to produce the most efficient smoke we can. Let's go ahead and take this soldering iron apart and see how it works and see what we can figure out. We'll start by removing the screws at the bottom of the soldering iron that holds the soldering tip in. We should be able to just pull this out. There is our coil. All right, so I'm just going to take this nichrome wire and wrap it around our wick. About like that. I'll stick this into our baby oil. Once we have an idea of what will work, we'll create a more permanent enclosure for this. All right, let's see if we can get this thing working. Definitely got some smoke coming out there, about 8 volts and 2 amps. Getting quite a bit more, around 12 volts, which should be perfect for what we're trying to do. So we should be able to hook that straight up to a car battery and produce enough smoke to test the intake, so we can move on to the design and build of the container this will sit in. All right, so this is what I got for the container. A couple PVC pieces that we'll run our power lines down through and connect our coil onto. Large jar from Walmart, maybe $5 I think. And this was maybe $2 or $3 here. And I also have some fittings that we can use to hook this up. And some cable connectors. So my plan here is to, stick this up through the jar, screw that onto the top, and then this will come down to 90 degree and have a T here so we can run the top of the coil and the bottom of the coil. We'll put these, the top and bottom here, drill some holes to stick some screws through that we can attach our coil to and run our wire up through this. So let's go ahead and get to that. So these connectors will line up with the bolts that go through here just to keep them in place. All right. I'll go ahead and go drill a couple holes in these and I'll be right back. Okay. And do the same on this side. Right. All right, so now we need to put a hole in this. Got some step bits somewhere right here. Put this somewhere about here. All right, something about like that should work.
I'm using a flag someone left in my front yard, making a couple of standoffs for the coil. I'm using a pair of pliers to bend the ends to be held in by the bolts we put into the PVC fittings. Then I'll just attach the wick to the standoffs and wrap the coil around the wick. This should allow the wick to stay in the upright position.
Okay, and we're gonna need an inlet and an outlet for the air. Oh, there. Wait. There.
Alright, we have a working smoke machine. That's gonna do it for this video. If you want to see this thing being used to find leaks, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Thanks for watching. See you soon.